Hello, people. I'm MPage, and ever since I started watching the minisodes, it occurred to me that the minisodes. I forgot to get the box. It occurred to me that the minisodes were similar in format and style to the stuff you would find in the bonus bits section of Bluey DVDs. Yes, I actually bought this with money. Why did I buy this with money when I could stream it on Disney Plus? Because physical media will never die. Never die. So anyway, I figure while we wait for whoever it is up there at ABC and BBC to drop more of them on Disney Plus, I might as well take a look at the bonus stuff found on the Season 2 DVD, starting off with Highball. Poor Pat can never catch a break, can he? He just wants to teach his son Lucky and his friend Bluey the tricks of kicking a ball high. But all Bluey wants to do is kinda muck around and make Lucky laugh through other means. And even when Pat finally does kick the ball up, it does go really high, but the kids run off and don't care. Meanwhile, the ball comes crashing down onto Pat's head. I, for one, think it's really funny, but I do feel sad for Pat. And in case you are wondering, no, I don't care that I'm essentially spoiling these bonus bits. You can find them for free on the internet, and they're on the DVDs, and they've been out for 4 years. Your time is up. Green bottles. Bingo scenes 10 green bottles sitting on the wall while kicking pine cones off the porch. It's cute, and it's simple, and it might keep your kid quiet for a couple minutes. Moving on. Archaeology. I am a firm believer that any Bluey mini-sode that stars Bandit is a really good one, and this one's no exception. It revolves around Bandit presenting his archaeological findings, because don't forget he's an archaeologist, and he presents a bone of the very first bipedal canine, the ancestors of the modern anthropomorphic dogs we see in the show. I love this because it builds on the lore of the series, like where did these walking, talking dogs came from. But I also like it because at the end, since it is a bone, he go and chew on it because Bandit is a goofball. Never change. Peapod sausages. Nothing special to report here, it's just cute Bingo coloring cute pictures and singing 2 cute songs. The Peapod song and the sausages in the pan. Once again, really cute, really simple, and that is all I have to say about that. Tea party. Bluey is having a tea party with Honey. Honey's parents walk in and they end up part of the game. The rest of the short is basically Honey's parents amicably bickering over the best way to have tea and biscuits and cake and, well, I say amicably bickering because, like, sure, they had their differences in preference, but thankfully they're not, like, angrily screaming at each other, making it personal. I don't think I need to spell out that this short was not for me, but I do appreciate the level of detail that went into it. Old McDonald's. Despite the name, this one was more entertaining than it had any right to be. Basically, Chili would call out an animal, and the other family member that she points at would have to be that animal. And I am totally convinced that some of the ones she called, like pig, peacock, and dinosaur, were either the inspiration for Magic Asparagus, or they were taken straight from Magic Asparagus. I'm not entirely sure because I don't really have a quick way right now to confirm which came first. I would research it, but that would mean researching it, and I don't think that would be worth putting together for a 60-second short anyway. I'll just end by saying it is kind of funny with Chili ending and saying a dinosaur farm's a terrible idea. Well, that didn't stop Peppa Pig from doing Dinosaur Park, now did it? Mower. Bandit pleads with the lawnmower to start so that he can mow the lawn. It's really short and really simple. I honestly thought more Bandit would make Bandit focus shorts better, but even short and simple, like mini-sodes or bonus bits in this case, with Bandit in them, are really cool, it turns out. I really feel his pain. Flying Saucer. I originally wasn't going to make this its own short because it's just the kids singing again, but this one has layers, so buckle up. First of all, the kids that sing it kinda don't sound like the kids that do it in the show, which lends credence to the fact that the show actually had the children of the crew voicing the kids, and they would change the kids all the time. But for this particular short, it felt more like they just recorded the kids singing and made an animation around it. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just interesting for me to point out, I guess. Meanwhile, while that's going on, the mom just looks more and more agitated the more times I repeat the song until she's relieved it's over, and then she's like internally freaking out that it repeats. I don't know how they made it work. Like, it's like normally I would be turned off by annoying stuff, but for some reason the way it coalesces all together, it's like a perfect storm of annoying that leaves you just enough satisfied with the results after it ends. It doesn't give you a boiling point, like in Teen Titans Go to the movies, where the whole thing ends with Robin jumping to the screen and saying, "Ask your parents where babies come from." Like, they don't pull any of that crap. Jingle bells. As curious kids often do, Bluey and Bingo sneak down to the tree to try and figure out what their presents are. Bingo shakes one and hears a jingling, and then they start singing Jingle Bells. Specifically, the variant with Batman in it. 2 variants with Batman in it, actually. And a lot of people point to this as proof that Batman is canon, which I guess I agree with, but it makes me wonder, is Batman like public domain, or has it always been DC? Enough of that. I once again classify it as simple because there's not much to the plot apart from the kids singing, and just like Flying Saucer, it sounds like they recorded the kids and made the animation around it. Make Mom laugh. Pretty much right as it says on the tin. Mom tries not to laugh, but the kids keep making silly faces. I will say I do find her attempts to keep her composure and prep herself not to laugh believable, but the way she breaks is just like so, like she's not even trying, or maybe she's just losing on purpose. But I can't really fault her for that because it's children. You gotta let children win sometimes, you know how it is. And that is all the Bluey bonus bits on the Season 2 DVD. But before I let you go, I want to show you a really interesting fact. 18 months ago, I actually attempted to make a video where I react to the Bluey bonus bits in my traditional reacting format. As you can see, I've tried this 3 separate times. And for each subsequent time, like, some more of the clips would get claimed by BBC, so I would remove them. And then every time I would remove the clips that were claimed by BBC, I would re-upload it, and the BBC would claim more things. Eventually, I gave up and just did the Bluey book. That's why that one video was called Mental Breakdown. So put simply, I'm glad to finally be able to get this video idea across, even if it is in a non-traditional format. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll check you later. Peace.